I will be behind Tuchel the whole way. I'll be supporting England. And wouldn't it be funny if we get to the World Cup final against Germany, Germany win, and Thomas Tuchel goes off to celebrate with them?
No, I don't think that'd be great, you know. What would be great is if England win and Tuchel celebrates in front of the German fans.
Yeah, Emi Martinez style.
Can you imagine with a World Cup go down in history for all the right and wrong reasons?
Yeah.
Football Drop Podcast.
Hello. Welcome to the Football Drop Podcast.
Welcome. How you doing, my friend?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I don't really like international breaks. It's like a week where we don't get to sit and talk to each other on a video call.
Yeah, but we had an excellent guest.
We did.
Yeah. We did that before the Monday, so you'd obviously completely forgotten. I could tell by your face when I said we had an excellent guest, and you went, yes.
Correct, yes. Well, this is the problem. When we plan in advance, because we're quite good at that, naturally, I do then forget these things.
Yeah, standard. Yeah. Standard.
What's going on in your background there, mate? Lots of noise happening. Sounds like someone's flooded the bathroom or something.
No, that's your house. No, this house, that doesn't happen.
Flooded your bedroom? What? At my house? Flooded your bedroom?
What?
Because you live in my bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, got ya.
So
that's my bad. Yeah, that's my bad. I was very confused, and that doesn't take a lot.
How are you, though? You okay? How's your weekend?
Yeah, we got off to a bad start, didn't it, where we couldn't record our predictions episode due to technological issues.
I am not happy with that. I was fuming. We booked out our lunch break to do that, and we ended up just talking shit for 20 minutes instead.
Yeah, standard. But what really made me laugh was how you thought that my IT skills was that crap that you went, no, log out, and I'll log straight back in again, and then I'll check. It's not me, it's the system we're using. And you're like, you even left the call, and I had to just sit there and wait for you to return with the tail between your legs. Look,
I will issue an apology on air now. I'm sorry, Will. However, surely you can understand why I doubted you.
Do you know what, right? I feel like I'm getting this from our Man v Fat as well. So I missed a couple of chances. I bagged one.
Hang on, a couple.
All right, a few.
What is it you said to me? No. What is it you said to me on the way home in the car? You were driving home. I was driving home. You phoned me, and I can't remember if it was quite verbatim, but it was very much along the lines of, "Oh, mate, I had a shit game. I couldn't hit anything."
Yeah, that is true. But I still bagged an assist and a goal, which I think is all right.
Could have had a penalty goal, couldn't you?
All right, let's not go there. I buckled under the pressure. I said I didn't want to take it, and then I got told that I had to take it.
What pressure? It was like 2 minutes in.
Precious for tyres! But...
All right, Alan.
But, right, I've now been dropped to right back.
Have you?
Yeah.
To be fair, it's an upgrade on what you started with, because you started at left back.
That is true, yeah.
I can't believe you were drinking before weigh-in as well, mate.
Yeah, I need to wet my... Mate, I've been talking all day. I need to wet my whistle, man.
Wait, no change there?
Yeah. No, it's been a really talky day today. I don't know if talky is a word, but I've been really talking today. I've been talking.
Oh, okay. I got that from
a
bit of talky day. But yeah,
I've been talking, mate. Anyway, how are you? How are the three of you? How are the swells?
We're all good. We're all good, thank you. We went to Tesco for the first time as a trio.
Wow.
We went on Sunday
You've
morning.
Been there about 1,000 times since Mason bought?
Yes, but not as a trio, not all together. It's all been me, very solo, going to Tesco.
Riding solo.
And we was out the door on a Sunday at 10 to 10, 5 to 10. I was really happy. We were proud of ourselves. In and out of Tesco in an hour or so. It was great fun. Maisie, you know those little carrier things you get that's like swaddles round the front of you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is that banging noise?
Just keep talking, man.
I can't.
Basically. Me. Yeah, just keep talking. Just keep going. Keep going with the flow, man. Don't let the background noise distract you.
Yeah, and then like Maisie went and just smashed up something when I was on the podcast. It was mental, really, how it happens. No, it was good fun though. And then we went to Amy and Lewis's gender reveal. They're having a baby boy.
Hey, congratulations! Another little mank in the world, which is unfortunate, but I'm glad they're having a healthy, happy child.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing. Healthy, happy, and I poison them so they support Arsenal like us. That's my main thing.
Yeah. That is my main life goal, is to make as many kids as I can support Arsenal.
Yeah, because they'll grow up with us being good, but not good enough, which we'll obviously come on to. Yeah. Other than that, I've had a nice weekend, thank you, mate.
Good.
How was your roast lamb?
It was, I'm not going to lie, mate, it was absolutely incredible. The gravy probably needed a little bit more work, but I think I don't know what I did, but the butter and the flour just separated a little bit. So it wasn't my finest work. It wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't my finest work. So that was the only thing. You know when when you watch MasterChef or something like that and you see them have a bad day and you're like, oh God, that's so easy. How have they fucked that up? Blah, 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 blah. Well, I had that day.
Fair enough. I get that. I understand that.
Not that I'm comparing myself to MasterChef, by the way. My ego is not quite that big, although rather large.
It definitely sounds like you did. But should we move on to what's been happening over the last week or two?
It sounds like if I would say no, that would be rude. So yes, let's.
It would be rude, yeah. It was basically a non-negotiable. Thomas Tuchel is manager of the England national team.
He is.
How do you feel about it? What was your first thought, actually, before you feel about it now? Because you've had time to reflect.
Yeah. My first thought was, does the England national team manager need to be English? And I still don't know what my answer to that is, even with some reflection time. I don't think I'm as bothered about it, but I do look at, so if you look at like the Argentina team that won the World Cup or the Spanish team that won the Euros, they're obviously the national manager is from that nation, and they're young. Maybe not young, but they're up-and-coming managers who haven't really done it at the big time just yet, other than obviously winning those competitions. And I just think, was Lee Carsley the right person for the job in that respect? Because those have come through in a similar vein. But then watching him in his team selection in the friendlies and what had happened, like where Kane got injured and then Watkins and Solanke wasn't even like considered, and then playing without a strike, I just go in, well, I've got all these ballers. If I just stick them all up front, something good's going to happen. And then it didn't. And I just think, I don't think he was our man. I don't know. It would have been nice to have seen Eddie Howe been given a shot, but he apparently wasn't even interviewed.
Yes, he made that weirdly clear, didn't he?
He made that very clear. Yeah. And I think Tuchel has got the minerals to do something good. I know there's history with England and Germany, so I do worry that he won't get a kind reception from fans in that sense. But I think he's manager, so we all need to get behind him.
Yeah, all very valid points, I think, there, mate. I do agree with you with the sort of reception side. But I genuinely think he could be a very, very good choice. If you look through his history, like he's fallen out obviously with the boards and stuff over the years, hasn't he? But that's because they always interfere with his selections and who he wants to buy. He doesn't have that problem here. It's literally, these are the players you can pick. If they're English, you can pick them. There you go. It's your team. You crack on. You do what you need to do. I think it could be a perfect scenario for Tuchel.
What sort of style of football do you think he'll play?
I don't know. And I was watching something the other day about was sort of analysing it, because he is generally an attack-minded coach, but he adapts to the teams he's got. Now, England, realistically, we're probably better for counter-attack stuff. Like, I don't think we're very good defensively, to be honest with you. We are better attacking, but I just don't think we've really played like that. And I think the only way to fit all these players in properly is to have a set system, not just let's play 9 attackers and see what happens. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't actually ever work at all. So if he has 4 defenders or something like that, and then 1 or 2 holders, and then your rest of the attackers, he can chop and change them and mix them about, but he has that set formation.
Yeah.
But I think he's won everywhere he goes, so he kind of has a bit more respect, I think, and commands that dressing room a bit more to say, this is what I'm doing, you've got to listen and buck up. I don't think he's afraid to fall out with players from that side. I think he can carry himself better.
Yeah.
Because, Southgate wasn't a winner. I'm not detracting from what he achieved. I think he did a lot for the England team. That culture piece was huge. And obviously you spoke about this last season, I think it was. And you were a big advocate of Southgate and what he achieved and what he did for the England national team in terms of that culture and that dynamic and almost turning it into an England club rather than a national team. I think Tuchel can just build off that. I think it's a shrewd appointment. But yeah, the German side, it's a bit hot topic, isn't it, really? But I don't care, personally. If he's going to win us a tournament, he can win us a tournament.
Oh, and that's what he would have been brought in for, is to win a tournament and take us to that final thing. We've had a very defensive manager in Southgate. You're right. I don't think we've got a bad defence, the England team. But I just think we need to work out how to play them because obviously Walker's on his way out. Trent is looking like he's on his way in, but wants to go more into that kind of middle. And then you've got Stones, who that kind of defence needs to be built around. Now you've obviously got Gray, who's been brilliant, Konsa, who did well. Then you've got Branthwaite, who could come into the team, still quite young. I think there's some prospects coming through. Obviously Levi Colwill. So there are players coming through in that defensive nature. I think people think of Rice as Rodri, which is wrong because he is a different player. He's not that player, and we do need that player. But we don't have that as a nation. We don't have somebody in that level. I don't even know if you've got like Angel Gomez would even come close to that level.
No, and do you know what? I don't understand this Angel Gomez even being anywhere near the squad.
Really? I thought he'd done well.
I think he did okay, but I think there's many people ahead of him. But I think that's, and maybe it's Lee Carsley's credit, I don't know, but he worked for him obviously at the under-21s, under-23s, whatever it was. So he sort of knows him well, and he's part of that team that won stuff.
Yeah.
So I get it from that side, but I just don't think he fits in that team. But I think, the fact that Tuchel doesn't actually have a game until March is bizarre.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't start till January, does he?
Yeah, and obviously the first game is March. So why is he not overseeing the next camp in November?
Well, because I think they promised Lee Carsley still under contract, isn't he, till January?
Yeah, but he's made it absolutely clear he wants to go back to the under-21s.
Well, only because I think he saw that that's the only option that was going to be there for him.
Maybe. I think his first camp and his first press conference, I thought, he's done really well there. His second conference, I thought he come across like an arse.
Mm.
Came across almost a bit of a, sort of egotistical, a little bit. And then he shot himself in the foot by saying, I don't want it, I haven't applied or whatever. I didn't understand the way he handled that.
I think he wanted to put himself out there to say, I'm open to this, I want this, come get me. And then England were apparently a bit like, you all right, mate? And then he went, well, I want to go back to the under-21s anyway. So I think it was kind of I want it, but if I don't get it, can I go back to the under-21 type situation?
I didn't like that personally. And obviously the choices for the Greece game was just absolutely dire.
I thought that, and I think if I was Ollie Watkins, I'd literally be like, go do one. Yeah.
I'm not going to play until you're gone, mate. See you later.
Exactly,
Next squad, feign an injury, job done.
Yeah.
Why would you want to play in that? No, I think it's just shocking.
But I will be behind Tuchel the whole way. I'll be supporting England. And wouldn't it be funny if we get to the World Cup final against Germany, Germany win, and Thomas Tuchel goes off to celebrate with them?
No, I don't think that would be great, you know. What would be great is if England win and Tuchel celebrates in front of the German fans.
Yeah, Emi Martinez style.
Can you imagine what a World Cup go down in history for all the right and wrong reasons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else been happening in the news? Anything big?
I don't think so. I think it's been a bit of a quiet news story week, hasn't it?
I think it has. Really. Unless we've missed it. I mean, feel free to let us know, guys, in the comments and on the socials. But I'm sure we've missed loads. But I do want to talk about FPL and our predictions because we've not had a bit of an update for a while. I know we post it on socials, but we've not really spoken about it for a while, have we?
Okay, mate. Go for it.
So
The mic is
FPL,
yours.
We've got a brand new top 5 here after the weekend's results so far.
No, weird.
So we've got Sam Marsh in first, Somnath R in second, and Alistair McIntosh third, with Mike Scannell fourth and Reece Weeks fifth. They've got 525 points first.
Wow.
Where are you, Will? You've got it up in front of you. Because I am 147th in our league with 408 points.
So, what position was that?
147th.
Okay. So, I'm 132nd with 414.
Oh, you're only 6 points ahead of me now.
Yeah, but I'm only so 50th place, I'm only 50 points from that. So, it's not
50 points is a lot. What did you get this week?
10. No. I think it was 17 or something like that. So, it went a lot.
Mine's saying that I got 24 this week, but I don't think I did. I'm sure I got 12.
Oh, okay.
But maybe it has given me Welbeck's points because Saka didn't play. I don't know. I don't really know how it works. So I'm glad that we set up a competition for it.
Yeah.
I don't know how it all works at all. But yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine, my friend.
But yeah, I find it really tough this year. Every time I transfer a player in, they get injured or decide not to score and stuff now. I'm like, oh, seriously? Come on. Just getting nowhere. But no, well done to our top 5 so far. And just on the old predictions front, I think I won this weekend. I got one correct score as well. And the rest, I think we pretty much went the same for a lot of them.
I think you'll be a point or two ahead because you got was it the Newcastle one?
Cannot remember what one.
Oh, no, it was the Liverpool one.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Liverpool one. So I think that's what screwed me over. I think I was winning by a point and then you got that one bang on. So I think...
Yeah, so I might be 3 points ahead. And then we've got tonight, so fingers crossed for a Forest draw. Nice 1-1 draw would be good, wouldn't it?
What did I predict?
1-0 Forest.
Oh.
Oh, mate, bless you. So, shall we move on to the weekend's games?
Yeah, we shall.
Go on, you can kick us off, mate.
So should we start with the Tottenham West Ham game?
Yes. What an
Where
entertaining game.
everybody was kung fu fighting.
Mate, that's a good game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, let's start with the game then. Yeah, it was a good game. I thought that Tottenham played extremely well after going 1 goal down. West Ham, defensively, are abysmal.
They're terrible. They really are terrible.
And what's interesting is Lopetegui was a goalkeeper back in the day and has obviously transitioned into a coach, which is quite rare, but you would think he would be like a defensive-minded coach. But he's done bad.
They absolutely capitulated as well, didn't they?
Yeah, and not for the first time. I mean, they had a good win against Ipswich. I think it was 4-0, 4-1, something like that.
4-1, but they're a newly promoted team.
Yeah, they are, yeah, you're right.
You'd expect them to do that.
Mohamed Kudus. Kudos to you for trying to take on the entire Spurs team with slaps around the faces.
Mate, he floored about 8 of them, though, didn't he? Did you see Rich Atkinson get flopped to the floor and Kudus didn't even know.
No, he just sort of ran into him and he went and flew on the floor. It's insane.
Mate, that guy is an absolute joke.
It's a bit crazy, isn't it? He lost his head, and he was only given a yellow card initially.
I know, mate. Refereeing decisions this weekend have been shocking. As usual.
There's been a couple, but VAR have eventually, got it right, I guess. But what an insane decision to just go, oh, he slapped 3 people. All right, I'll give him a yellow card, but I'll also give Van de Ven a yellow card for taking one like a bitch.
Yeah, I did. I did feel bad for Van der Ven, but he proper went down like a sack of shit, didn't he?
Well, yeah. Any contact to the face, you kind of have to in football nowadays, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
A mental one, but you've got your prediction for you want to chuck a goal of the week forward on this, don't you?
Do I? Oh yeah, Son's goal. I thought it was a good finish. Neat little run, good pass to him, 4 little dummy step overs, and then got it across and fired it in.
Yeah,
I thought it was a nice finish. Yeah. Is
that your pick, or is that just a nomination to put forward?
I think it's a nomination at the moment.
Okay. Oh, fine. Fine.
I can't remember a lot of the goals that really stood out for me this weekend, though.
Okay.
So it could well be up there, to be honest.
Oh, fine. Fulham lost at home to Villa, 3-1 Villa. Fairly kind of standard game, really. Jimenez got a good goal, another goal. He went through that period of time not scoring. So that's good for him. Anderson got a red card.
Yeah, I mean, there was quite a few red cards this weekend, wasn't there?
Yeah, because Philogene got sent off as well.
Philogene, Saliba got sent off. And
yeah, but we're talking about this game.
Someone else at Southampton got sent off as well. But yeah, so where do you stand with the Anderson one?
I can't really remember it too well. You might have to remind me if you can.
It just pulled him back and took him out, really. Last defender.
Yeah, I think there was a few people that... Was there a couple that could get back? Or was it... He was the last man, wasn't he? That was the Everton one.
Yeah, but they were close.
Chelsea.
I haven't seen the highlights properly on Chelsea.
There was one with Chelsea where he got pulled back. I think he got sent off and then he got overturned to a yellow because I don't think it was the last man. Oh, making this up now.
Yeah, mate, honestly, the weekend games all seems blur into one now. It's ridiculous.
It does, doesn't it?
I feel like I need to watch these all at like 4:00 and then we record at 5. I feel like it's going to be so much easier. Or we just stream it together and watch it together beforehand.
Why not? I remember Ollie Watkins' goal being quite nice. A nice little header. Rodgers
clean
is on
header.
Good
clean
form.
header. Good distance back as well.
Mm.
Mate, Rodgers infuriates me sometimes. Because I feel like he should be scoring more goals. He's getting so many opportunities. He's a great player. And you can tell he's obviously raw still. And I get that.
Raw?
He's got that raw potential still. He's still getting there.
Right, I see.
He's still finding his feet with everything. But he sort of snatches at chances a little bit more. You think if he was a couple of years old, he'd bury so many more chances. But, as you like to say, if you can do the Eddie Nketiah role of being in the box, your chances are going to come. You're going to get there eventually. And that's part of the skill is being around, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. It's a numbers game, isn't it? The more shots you have, you eventually get a goal.
Absolutely. Hopefully in the same game.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But good. That's a big 3 points for Villa. I love the fact that it ended 10 men each as well, which is always quite fun.
Insane, yeah. It was a fair few red cards about. Just on that, I don't suppose you listened to Howard Webb on Neville's podcast. I always forget what it's called.
The Overlap.
That's it.
No, I didn't, but I don't like Howard Webb after what I saw on Saturday afternoon.
Well, I thought it was a really interesting interview, and I still don't agree with some of the things that he says. But if you do get a second after listening to our podcast, do have a little listen and give us your thoughts. And it's interesting.
Okay.
Man United 2, Brentford 1.
Mate, Man United are lucky, aren't they? If Brentford were more clinical, United would have been dead and buried by half-time.
Yeah, they do start off quick. I thought Man United played all right, actually.
Second half, they played better. First half, I don't think they were very good at all. I thought Brentford should have absolutely buried them.
They got into it. What did you think of the controversy with De Ligt's injury, corner being taken, and Pinnock scoring?
I don't understand the controversy, to be honest with you.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
He's got a head injury. He's been off the pitch. They let him play on. Then he had blood still, so you're off again. Then he came on, then he's off again. That's down to the Man United medical team for not sorting that wound.
Yeah, I do agree, but it felt quite. I mean, he did get taken a knee straight in the head. It did feel quite harsh that I think the foul was given the other way as well. I did think that was a.
Yeah, to me, I genuinely think that was a 50-50 challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember who he bumped into. Who was it he kneed? I can't remember who it was, but the Brentford player was already going for the ball. And to be fair, he doesn't even look at De Ligt at all. De Ligt just goes bang straight into it, which don't get me wrong, takes a fucking big pair of bollocks to do that.
I think it might have been
to him.
It might have been in Buemo.
Oh, I can't remember who it was, mate.
Do you know? It might have been Pinnock actually. Did Pinnock do the damage and then score the goal?
If he did, that's brilliant.
That'd be
that's
good.
Just even funnier. But
So
it's a big wound. I get that, but personally, I don't think he should have played on.
No, I did look a bit.
Come off and gone back on, and then come off again. That should be like right, enough's enough.
Yeah,
because that second one, half his face was red. It was covered in blood, and I appreciate it probably looks a little bit worse than what it could be, but that's a lot of blood. No matter what.
I thought the same. Yeah,
you've got to sub him off. Lindelof was warming up every single time. Just get him on.
Yeah.
So I think they've got no one to blame but themselves for that, really. Because everything plays the letter of the law.
No, I agree. I would like to chuck the Garnacho goal out there as goal of the weekend because I thought the ball from Rashford and the shot from Garnacho was exquisite.
I genuinely think the ball was better than the goal.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a fantastic ball from Rashford.
It was,
on the side he doesn't normally play on as well. Yeah,
but it was his right boot in, so it's on the right foot. I still think. I mean, I'm not taking it away. I think it was a great. The ball was unbelievable, Trent Alexander-Arnold-esque. But to get that ball and to have that land perfectly where you want to hit it, and to get that in the top corner, there was something else about the technique in that, mate. Oh.
Is that your submission or is that your
no? That's someone to chuck forward. So we got two in the mix now. I thought Højlund had a good game. It was good to see him back.
Man
United
a nuisance of himself in the box
up front looked good.
Yeah, for a change. Makes a big change.
Newcastle Brighton was a bit of a boring one, so we don't spend too much time on that. Neat little goal from Welbeck, who scored again.
Mate, Welbs is on fire, isn't he?
Yeah.
That guy.
Hope his back's all right. He got a bit of an injury to his back, didn't he? Hope that's all right.
I didn't see that, to be fair. He started the season on fire. He looks. It's funny how if you can look after a player and they get injuries, they start playing well.
Well, they got the potential. He's always had the potential. He's made
the runs. He had the pace. He had good finishing. It's just keeping him injury-free, wasn't it? That's the difficulty at Arsenal. It's nice to see him scoring. I think, I'll be honest, I was quite surprised at that result, though. Newcastle at home are normally very, very tough to beat.
Newcastle just look off it at the minute. They were great they had a good first half, but they just don't look. I mean, Isak to miss that absolute sitter in the first half.
Yeah, he's just come back from injury, though, isn't he?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
You're not quite sharp.
I love how, right? I love how, right? There is zero excuses for me missing. Isak comes on, he misses an absolute sitter, and you pull out all of the excuses under the sun for him. It's hurtful, Ben.
It's because I'm hoping he's listening and he joins Arsenal next season.
And not me. Wow.
I mean, you can join him as ball boy or something.
Yeah, I don't even think I'll be.
The oldest ball boy in the world.
Yeah, you've seen me throw the ball though. I won't be able to reach it to the players. You'd be like, "Oh, he sacks."
Mate, maybe I could do that. Long throw expert. Bosh.
Yeah.
There we go.
They need a ball down there. Right, okay.
Yeah,
no,
right.
Ben, it's too far.
It.
Watch my triceps.
But yeah, let's just move on from Newcastle Brighton because I don't really know what to talk about at this point. But yeah, 1-0 Brighton win. Cool.
Southampton, Leicester, 2-3.
Cracking
What a game. What a game.
Cracking game. Mate, Southampton defensively are just dying.
Yeah, they are. But I felt like they were harshly done.
Why?
So, what was it? The 70th minute? Corner comes in. Jordan Ayew, I can't remember who he was holding on to, is holding on.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Gets absolutely nothing. Because apparently he wasn't blocking play as much.
4 or 5 seconds they timed it. He was holding his shirt for.
2 minutes later, up the other end, Jamie Vardy's about to potentially score. I mean, probably score. He gets pulled back or pushed. It was pulled back, wasn't it? They get the red card and the penalty's given. I think that feels wrong.
I do get that. Yeah, I do get that.
But yeah, I mean the Jordan Ayew goal where he's left in acres of space in the middle of the park and then gets to score bottom corner. I did kind of defensively they weren't great, and it was unusual for Jordan Ayew to score.
Yeah, he's a workhorse, isn't he? But I always wondered, like, what the hell does he do? And I realise now all he does is actually just be a nuisance everywhere.
He's like Adama Traore, just with less baby oil.
Less baby oil, less muscle, slightly better finishing, you could argue.
Maybe.
Not much. I said slightly, very, very slightly. But massive 3 points for Leicester. Southampton, I genuinely feel like they could struggle to get a win at this point at the moment.
I don't know about that. I think they've been unlucky. I think they'll get a win. I think they'll pluck a win out somewhere. Yeah, I think they'll get a win this side of Christmas, yeah. I've got a question for you. How much would you have to be paid to rub baby oil all over a Adama Traore?
When you say all over, how far?
All the way, baby.
So the shirt doesn't cover?
All the way, baby.
A lot of money.
Go on, put a price on it.
Each week, 100 grand.
I know, I just meant for a one-off.
Oh, 100 grand.
100 grand? I thought it would be more. Okay. Well,
100 grand, that will pay off my mortgage, nearly. That's fine. I was like, no, it won't, but nearly. I'll get my extension and everything, though, and sell the mortgage sorted.
Yeah, enough fair. I mean, you could pick any. You could pick any number in the world. Like it's a theoretical question, and you still went lowball. You still went. You still went. Yeah, 100 grand. 100 grand and a bit of enjoyment. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, why not? How much would you do?
Oh, about 1 million.
Bullshit! You do it for much less than that.
I'd do it for free.
You do it for a fiver and I'll finish him off, mate.
Yeah, and then I'd give him the fiver.
Yeah, excuse me, Dharma. Here's £5. Can I rub oil on you? Yeah, whatever. Of course you can.
Okay, let's move on to Ipswich Everton.
Yeah, Everton are scoring and actually winning games now. Do you know why, Will? Because Sean Dyche is a Premier League manager.
Do you know what, though? They managed to score 2 and not concede 3. That is an improvement.
Well done. All Evertonian fans listening, massive congratulations, guys.
But by the way, Michael Keane, is it Michael?
Yeah.
Like, from the smashing it, top of the... I can't even talk, top of the... It was like... do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Smashed it, top bins, bosh, job done. He did this late last season as well, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, he's got one in it.
Bashed in a couple like that, and you just think, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, where'd you pull that out from, you little bastard? No, very, very good goal. Ipswich missed a couple of sitters, but I wouldn't let that worry them. I'd just continue. A 2-0 loss isn't too bad, really, in the Premier League at the moment.
No. I mean, if you've got 11 men, you'd probably want to be a little bit closer. But if you've got 10 men, you'd probably take that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 2-0 seems fine, doesn't it? Yeah, especially when you're in the hunt for a Premier League title,
And away from home, tough to be away as well.
It's tough, especially if you're on like the south coast, that sort of area.
Oh, mate, honestly, treacherous weather there.
Awful.
Treacherous.
Awful.
So, yeah, Wolves Man City on Sunday. Right, William Saliba. It was a stupid decision by a stupid back pass by Trossard. I feel like 7 or 8 of our players were completely off the boil. You can't detract anything. We were just not good. I don't think Bournemouth were that good. I genuinely feel like we flattered them. But as soon as we went down to 10 men, they're going to be all over us. They play good football. They were just passing it about. We were chasing shadows. We were just fucking awful. And I don't understand why we keep going down to 10 men. Like, what is wrong with the discipline? This is 3 games out of, 8? It's insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Bournemouth were good. I thought Arsenal had spells. I thought Moreno played well, considering that was his first start. Missed a sitter. Yeah, I do. I hear that he did miss a sitter, but I thought overall he played really well. Not having Ødegaard has really cocked us up because he controls that whole forward play that we play. He's in and around everyone, passing little passes off or making a nice ball. So we've really missed him. Not having Saka was quite a big deal, I think, for us.
Sterling was awful. I know he's only on for half an hour, but every run didn't really do anything. He did 1 or 2 good balls into the box, to be fair, but there's no tracking back with him whatsoever, which is a big part of the way we play on both wings. Like Ben White said, when Saka's there, he's like, I'm very rarely left with a one-on-one situation because Bukayo's there. Sterling is not there for it.
And that's that we know that we're going to get that from him, and I guess that's maybe why he had Moreno, Partey, and Rice on the pitch to kind of cover that, to let Sterling go forward along with Havertz, because we haven't got Ødegaard, so maybe that's kind of what he wanted. But I agree that the Trossard back pass was absolutely shocking. And the decision for Saliba to make that challenge was unnecessary because even if, I think it was Evan Nilsson, wasn't it? Got on the end of that ball. We've got possibly the best shot stopper in the world at the moment. I'm not saying that there isn't others in contention for that, but Raya has been fantastic at shot stopping so far this season. Like the double saves that he's made has been out of this world on a few occasions. So you've got one of the best at the back there. Let Evan Nilsson go on, because even if they do score, I would fancy Arsenal with 11 men to score 3 or 4 against that Bournemouth team.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. And I do actually think Saliba, I know he's on the wrong side of it. If you didn't pull him, you pull back a step and keep going again. And then you get on the inside of him and push him out wide.
Anything could have happened. I mean, he's quick, he's rapid, but so Saliba. So who knows what would have happened in that scenario had he have let him go. It was a stupid decision. It was probably a red card. I think the thing that pisses you off is you do see in other games that inconsistency where other players aren't treated the same way. And there was plenty of examples on my Twitter feed over the weekend of why isn't this a red card? Why isn't this a red card? But this is, and it's like, yeah, fair. But Saliba's was a red card, so were probably the others. But
yeah,
on another day, it was unfortunate. The thing was, for me, is the referee gave a yellow card and then it was overturned. But you haven't really seen a lot of overturning of cards recently because it's like, well, the referee's call is the referee's call. And unless it's obvious error, then they'll put it back. And I guess that one was. I'm just saying, like, there seems to be an inconsistency on what's clear and obvious, what's not clear and obvious, what gets pulled back, what doesn't get pulled back. And there's almost like there's this black and white area, and we don't really know what the grey is. We don't know what clear and obvious is because I hear lots of pundits say, "Oh no, if that was given, it wouldn't have been overturned, or if that wasn't given, it wouldn't have been over." It's one of those, it doesn't. But what is the answer? I don't know. It's football, but what's the answer?
There is no answer. That's the problem. Everything about it is so subjective.
So no wonder you've got Arsenal fans who are pissed off because you think, well, that was a yellow card and you're not interfering as much, so why not leave it as a yellow card? It's the wrong decision, but the referee's seen it and that's what he's given. but other areas don't get that same trick, and you think, oh God, what? I don't understand. I just don't understand where we need to be, and it's almost like some of the pros have got it really clear on what that is. But for me, it just doesn't. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, And it goes back to that Southampton Leicester game as well, where one time it's okay, the next time it's not, and they're like, yeah, because he didn't pull on it, like it didn't stop him from running. But what does that matter? Do you know what I mean? Like that's where I get frustrated.
Yeah, I can understand the frustrations. I agree with you, but it is what it is. We've lost.
Bournemouth were the better team. Arsenal aren't down and out. They're not down and out. They can come back from this, but it's a dent.
Yeah, it's a huge dent, and obviously we'll go into the City game now as well. They scraped through, got a 2-1 win. John Stones dying seconds again, scraping them with points.
Mate, that was their 500th corner in a row, and you think, fucking hell, Wolves, just get it up the pitch. Kept going behind.
I know, do you know what? I feel so gutted for Wolves as well.
Sorry.
For us, for what that result will be. But
I just want to say, I also chucked the Christie goal in there for goal of the week as well, the weekend. The corner. Yeah, that was an excellent corner.
Yeah, it was good, but I don't think the goal was that good. It was just.
But what does a goal in this sense? What does a goal mean to you? The actual hitting, the actual strike. Because for me, it's the build-up. That corner coming in, the dinking little balls around into Christie, who then hit it well. I'm not saying his strike wasn't good, because it was, but the link-up play was brilliant. Clever.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, okay, we'll throw that in. But yeah, City scraping through. City look like they're really struggling with the Rodri gapped hole in midfield.
100%. Wolves looked really good. I think that was really promising for them that they nearly got that. They could have won it. They had opportunities to get another goal.
But where they are in the table now...
What's that noise? What is that noise in the background?
To be fair, I'm deaf, so I can't hear it.
It's just a baby crying. Don't worry about it. Laura's sorting it.
Oh, amazing move. Yeah, so I'm just looking at the table. So Wolves are on 1 point after 8 games.
Yeah, but...
hang on. I do think that they're good enough to get lots of points to get out of this. But they're 3 points away from Ipswich, okay? That's not far. I get that. But to get up there to then stop being part of that, they've got to get to 8, 9, 10 points in the next 5 games. That's a lot of points to get. I know they've got an easier run now and stuff. They've had a very, very difficult run. But you've got to guarantee to get these wins now almost, don't you? To get yourself back up there and get that confidence flowing. They've played some good games and have been unlucky and been really unfortunate. I do think it's going to be really tough to get out of it. I'm not saying they can't, but I think it's going to be really tough.
But look at Leicester, who hadn't had a win in 6, and we were kind of thinking a similar sort of thing, like took 2 wins now on the bounce, and they're right up
14th now, 9
right
points,
up in 14th place. So it doesn't take long, and once you get that win, that confidence starts building, and you start to move up. And I think they're playing a real quality of football. That something's not happening. But I think they're close. It's almost like Bournemouth of last year. You remember when they got rid of O'Neill and brought Iriola in, and we were a bit like, I can't really see. But you could start to see a little bit of a game plan. You thought, all right, I think I get this. I think it's similar to that.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll see how that plays out. I've not seen the highlights for Chelsea-Liverpool. So this is all down to you on this one, I'm afraid.
Words will echo in my ears for a long time. By the way, Gvardiol's goal was excellent as well. He could pull a goal out from anywhere.
Mate, he's like a striker. Striker, winger, left-back, centre-back.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, are we talking about Gvardiol or Will Salisbury?
Gvardiol. Will Salisbury can miss a goal from any position on the pitch. I see you in goal.
Oh, no thanks.
One game.
Horrendous position. Not a proper position.
Game. No, just the most crucial part of football. But yeah. No,
sure. Because as long as you've got a goalkeeper, why would you need a striker?
We don't, because goalkeeper, if he kicks it hard enough, it might go in. Not me, because I can't kick a ball, but normal goalies.
Liverpool 2, Chelsea 1. Salah penalty. I think it was a clear and obvious penalty. Then there was some controversy over another penalty, but I think it was a simple case of kind of a bit of a collision. I don't think it was another penalty for Liverpool. I think the correct decision was made. Nicholas Jackson equalised just after half time, and then a few minutes later, Curtis Jones banged in a goal. So nothing really too descriptive there, but it was a fairly good game. I thought Chelsea were quite good, but Liverpool just had that bit more about them, really, as we kind of suspect. And at Anfield, I thought Chelsea were quite fortunate to get back into the game at 1-1, but it was all right, mate. It was a pretty good game.
Do you know what? I feel like I was there now after that.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It was one of those games where Liverpool kind of changed it up a little bit with Szoboszlai and Robertson coming back in. I don't know. What else do you say about it?
I mean, you've covered every base clearly there, so well done, mate. Thank you for the in-depth analysis.
That is all right. It's not bad for a game that you watched yesterday and then watched highlights for today and then can't remember a single thing of what happened in it.
No, bravo, sir. Bravo.
Thank you.
And then I just want to finish on some personal news.
Hang on.
What?
We haven't done the goal of the week, mate. We've been talking about it all episode. And then you're like,
yeah.
I know, we're just going to forget that. And we're going to go on to the last thing that I want to talk about that's shiny in over here.
What's your goal of the week then? Out of the three. So we've got Christie. Who did we say? Who did we say? We've got Christie,
he's
Son,
forgotten.
And what's the third one? Christie, Son, and...
The third one is the winner, which is Garnacho.
Garnacho. You're going Garnacho. Congratulations, Alejandro Garnacho, for your Mystery Away Days goal of the week from FDP. Congratulations. You can tell we're absolutely enthused by this. So if you want to get in touch, we'll make an award for you and you can come on the show and collect it in person. That's fine. Otherwise, you're not getting an award. So, yeah. Can I move on to our final bit of news of the day?
You can, baby. Go ahead. Tell the world.
So, obviously, you're getting married. You've set a date.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
You're very excited. You've done the invitations.
Well, the whole dates.
Well, hold the date, yeah. I mean, yeah. For me, it's the same thing. I'll hold the date forever, mate.
Thank you.
And you've sorted your best man.
My guy.
It's me! Mate, I'm honoured.
You fucking should be,
I'm absolutely buzzing. I've put in 6 years of hard graft to get this.
Honestly.
And I'm so glad. This sounds really terrible, but when I met you with marriage, so I'm glad that you got divorced and getting remarried so I can be your best man. Because obviously your wedding's all about me, so I really appreciate that.
It was really funny, wasn't it? Like, I think I said in a text, isn't it weird how when I met you, I was married with a kid. Now I've got divorced and then I'll get remarried in the time that you've taken to get engaged.
Yeah. Get engaged. And I've had a child as well, though. That's a big
Yes, yes, of course you have. Mate, she's beautiful.
She is, isn't she? And I don't think I'm being biased either. I do genuinely think she's absolutely beautiful.
Mm. Yeah, and I enjoyed your pictures of you all in pink yesterday as well. That was cute.
Yeah, because we went to Amy's gender reveal and we all got it wrong, didn't we? So it's all good.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
But yeah,
massive thank you for giving me the honour, mate. I'm absolutely buzzing for you.
No, genuinely, mate. The honour is all mine, and I'm excited to have you there to calm me down. To
calm me down. You're not going to hype the shit out of you.
Yeah. To keep me on track, to not sort of, let me go astray.
Absolutely.
To organise a stag do that's, relatively calm.
I forgot about the stag. Mate, you blew my mind when you said, oh yeah, shit, you're going to have to do a speech. I was like, oh yes, the stag do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We need some planning sessions, don't we?
We do.
To know what's strictly off limits, what the boundary is, and then what the real boundary is.
Yeah. Yeah. What Selge asks, and then what actually.
No, what Selge asks, what you want, and what you'll accept to stop you being best man.
Okay, right, okay. I actually, on that sort of thing of speech, because I can just imagine you trying to make me look stupid, right?
Try.
No, and this is another story for you. So
Just clip up the podcast. Just play it on the radio.
Every time we start the podcast and Ben looks pissed off because IT's not worked.
I'm like, this is Will pronouncing all the foreign footballers.
God, do you remember that?
It's a 37-minute montage. Sorry, mate, go on.
No, but so me and Jack went to the arcades on Saturday to just have a little mess around, right? And he put the money in for this shooting game, and he was smashing it. And I was like, "How are you so good?" He's like, "Just good, bang, 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 bang." Mate. It took us, I reckon, between 4 and 5 minutes to realise he was just playing the demo, and the pound hadn't gone in.
Well, the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Jesus Christ.
It was only when he hadn't shot it and it hit, and he was like, hang on, look, Dad, if I don't even shoot anyway, it still works. I'm like, what? And then I noticed the pound had like gone straight in and back out again. So I put it back in.
Did you not see the insert coin?
No, I didn't. Genuinely, there was no sign. Because he put it in and then the demo just come up and we were like, oh, great, okay. It was, mate, honestly, it was embarrassing how long it took us to work that out.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you put it out here for the world to hear and see.
That's the kind of guy I am.
So for that, thank you both. So mate, I can't wait till Jack turns 18 and we play this to it. Can't wait.
Bless him.
Absolutely buzzing. Right, should we end it there? Because we need to get ready for football.
Thank you kindly, sir. I will see you soon.
See you later. Thanks
Bye.
for listening, guys.